try to spit you. Let me know when you're ready. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so mousetrap from side control. Before you start the mousetrap, make sure you got a good side control. Meaning you got the hips wedged, so my knee's connected to Marco's near side hip. My elbow's gonna be connected to his far side hip. And then it's gonna be all about getting him to give me a reaction. Because a lot of times they'll be squeezing on you right here. Yeah. So the bait for this is gonna be, the reaction you need is gonna come from applying pressure. So say Marco's got me hugged in, he's just squeezing for the life of him. I'm gonna look to like lift his shoulder up, and I'm gonna take this hand, I'm gonna go as deep as I can into his armpit, right? And I'm gonna use that shoulder of justice. So I scoot him into me, and I just grind my shoulder, and I make him look that way, twisting his spine. That's gonna make him release this and look to push me away. That's the reaction, that's how he falls into the mousetrap. Once he pushes, I'm gonna post his hand down to the mat, I'm gonna feed under his head, and I'm gonna set up like a key lock, almost like I'm doing Americana, but I still have his head inside. I'm gonna release his head by just circling my elbow around, and now I'm in a good Americana position. So we're gonna finish the Americana by throttling, painting his knuckles into the mat. So I'll paint with my throttle, and don't forget to do the throttle with your own wrist as well with 2 monkey grips. From here, I'm gonna paint his knuckles on the mat by dragging my elbow down. So just like with the Kimura, you wanna finish with a pull, not a push. So I'll drag by pulling my elbow down to his hip, and at the same time, I'm gonna lift his elbow up as I get down towards the bottom. Be careful when you're finishing Americana, like a big mistake I'll see. People wanna come out here and get heavy. If I do that, or bring like frame in, shrimp into me, Marco, like recover your guard. Yeah, that's what will happen. You'll give space if you go too far over. So make sure not to make that mistake. Whether you're running a mousetrap or any Americana, you want to pull them into you. So once you get here, suck everything into you. Throttle, and you're gonna drag down and lift to get that finish. Common reaction you'll get is they'll straighten the arm out. Yeah, you don't want to just lose it here. This is when you want to follow it. Change your grip from the wrist to the bicep. Get to the end of the lever, and just like with before, we're gonna finish with a pull. So I'm gonna raise my right elbow up, dragging my elbow back to the hip as I press down on the lever to get the straight arm lock. Okay, that's tap number 2. Tap number 3 is gonna come from the Kimura. So important with the Kimura, I gotta run the switch, but like with any Kimura, my biggest concern is his hand getting to his hip, right? So when you're running your switch, so I was here with the straight arm lock, when I run the switch, I'm gonna make sure to keep my elbow up and keep his hand from going to the hip to stop it. So I run my switch tight, attach the hand, and then place the hand on the mat. So now he's in a good Kimura finishing position. We always want to be certain that he doesn't get that hand in front, so I'm staying aware of that. Once I put his hand on the mat, I'm gonna switch my base, step over the head. Again, just like with the Americana, I'm gonna finish with a pull. My left elbow pulls up to the ceiling to finish for the to get the Kimura finish. The pull is what will give you the mechanical break, not the push. So on both Americana and Kimura, you want to make sure you're finishing with a pulling motion. Pretty much it. That's good.